What's up, everybody? The time has finally arrived. Let's check out the official announcement trailer for the Nintendo Switch 2. Let's get right into it. All right, Nintendo, come on. You got to show us. What is the Nintendo Switch 2? All right, there's the Switch. All right. Bigger, as expected. Thicker. Okay. Interesting. The port on top. Couple more lines. All right. A nice little stand. So far, not really unexpected. The Joy-Cons are bigger. Hopefully they don't have any more drift. Interesting. Interesting. So they got the little buttons on the inside of that right now. Joy-Cons definitely got the upgrade. Now with no drift. I kind of like the look of the design. And it plugs right in. I mean, there it is. The Nintendo Switch 2. I mean, it looks nice. I mean, it looks like kind of what was expected, a bigger Switch. All right, they're showing Mario Kart. And the new dock. Everything looks very slick. And there's a lot more, looks like magnetic snapping in. Plays Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games, as well as Nintendo Switch games. Oh, let me pause it there, because let's read the fine print here to make sure. Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported on or fully compatible with the Nintendo Switch 2. Details will be shared on the Nintendo website at a later date. All right. In April 2nd, which, all right, that's actually kind of funny. So it's basically the day after April Fool's Day. That's actually a little bit funny, to be very honest. So, hands-on events will be held around the world. For more details, go to the Nintendo website. So, yeah, that is the Nintendo Switch 2. First impressions, it kind of is what I thought it would be. Instead of Nintendo doing something completely crazy, they kind of kept with the same form factor, made it a little bit bigger. I'm sure, obviously, the system's going to be a little bit more powerful. I like the fact that the Joy-Cons themselves... here, let's go back. I like the fact that the Joy-Cons themselves got a nice little redesign, and I really enjoy how that there's the buttons and there's the two buttons here. I'm not too sure if they're buttons or they're designed for like the magnetic connecting. That might be also for that as well. But I think this works better connecting wise than just the slide in function. My biggest thing is not really the Joy-Con. Also, I don't know if you guys saw, there's like a little trigger button right in the back. So that's part of it as well. So yeah, this definitely, it looks like the majority of the effort went into the Joy-Con. The Joy-Con, I guess Nintendo in their mind was like, this is going to be the main interaction with the Switch 2. So we got to make sure that this has as many features as possible. But the key thing is the drift. The drift has always been an issue with Nintendo Switch. So hopefully, with the focus they've done, it looks like they kind of remade the controller from the ground up. Hopefully that means that the drift issue is not going to be as prevalent. Drifting controllers is always kind of a thing, but the Switch was really bad with it. Its whole thing was really bad with it. So hopefully that alleviates that situation. The overall design of the unit looks solid. I mean, it looks like a Nintendo Switch. My only thing, and while I don't mind this, and I understand why they're doing this, this is, I probably think, like the first time, probably since the Nintendo to Super Nintendo, really, where it wasn't, the design aspect was about the same. The Nintendo and the Super Nintendo was just like, hey, it's the super version of this. And this, of course, this is before Nintendo, the top loader was really readily available. You know, hey, we've got a top load this time. And, you know, but it was essentially not too different. It was mainly the controller that was the big jump from Nintendo to Super Nintendo, and of course the power. But the controller was the big adjusting point. In this case, it feels like, instead of not just an advancement, this is a refinement of what the Switch is. And I think in this case, it's pretty smart. My major issue is that it would have been kind of nice if they changed the name. Yes, we call it Switch 2 and Switch 2, but maybe since it's snapped on the side, they could have called it Nintendo Snap or something. So that way, like, you know, the mom who walks into Walmart or GameStop doesn't go, hey, son, for Christmas, I bought you the Switch 2. And it was just a Nintendo Switch. But maybe they'll just, on the box, make the 2 really prevalent so that people are like, it's the 2. But only time will tell. But what do you think about this? Are you excited for this announcement? Yeah, I think the biggest thing here is that it plays the old Switch games. So, I mean, time to give the old Switch to somebody else and buy the new one for yourself. But yeah, leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and thanks for being awesome.